Hello everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you all are good. So today here we are back with a new video on our AutoCAD series, and this video is going to be on creation of blocks. So let's head to AutoCAD and we will jump into our drawing to understand how can we create blocks and why the creation of blocks is important. Similar concept we have in Revit. In Revit, we tell family, but here in AutoCAD, we say it a block. All right, there are n number of benefits of creating a block. First of all, if there is anything that is related to BOQ, you can count the number of elements in AutoCAD. You can create a table out of it, and most importantly, you must be knowing that AutoCAD is more of manual based software. So if there is any polyline element, it is not at all useful. What if you are using that element all the time? At that time you can export this block somewhere, and you can create a library, and then this block can be used in some other projects as well. So first what we will do, I have this is a sample project of Autodesk, and here some of the views are saved. So we will go here to this column blocks, and what we will do, we will delete these two columns which are here, and if I select this column, you can see that this is a polyline, and now we will convert this polyline to a block. So for doing that, where we will go, we will come here in insert ribbon tab, and here you will see the option of creating a block. You click it over there, and then you name this as steel column, and once you name this, you need to select the base point for this column. So this base point will serve as a placement point at the time of placing this block. So I have selected this point, and then I need to select the object. Here this is my object. I will press enter, and then there are three options which AutoCAD provides me: retain, convert to block, and then delete. I will say that convert this polyline to block, and here scale uniformly. When I say scale uniformly, if I am adopting any scale here, so the X as well as Y scale for this particular block will scale uniformly. Apart from that, other options will keep as it is, and then we'll save it. Once we save it, and if I select this block here, you will find the information in the properties palette which says it is a block now. Before, what was it? Before, it was a polyline. Now consider here there is no hatch, we need to apply a hatch. And what will I do here? I will do right click, and when I do right click, I can go to a block editor. This block editor option will open this block in a new AutoCAD window. Okay, and I will not be able to see the surrounding elements here. So if I go to home, and if I apply the sketch here, if I apply the hatch here, you can see here the hatch has been applied, and if I select this hatch, AutoCAD has given the property of a layer to it. Okay, but I will set this to block, and this option will enable me if I want to give different colors to this block. Let us say that this periphery, this boundary of this column, even this is set to by block. If I do this, what will happen, that I will show you. So once this is done, we will complete the command, and this is a block. And what I will do, I will press C to copy this, and I will place this over here where initially there was a polyline. And now what will happen here, now this is now these are the columns which I have placed, and if I want to change the color of this, as I have selected the option of by block, what will happen here, see this, everything, whichever element in this block was set to by block option, the color of that has changed. And here this is as it is because we didn't do any changes to the color of this block element. This is one thing. Second is, what if you want to create a library for this block, and you have spent hours creating this block, and you are very much concerned that you don't want to lose your work and you want to use this again. At that time, you will come here in insert, and you will find the option of block, right block. So here when you click on block, you get the option to select the name. Here we have given this name here. After that, we need to define the place where we will be saving this. So we will be saving this in the downloads section. You do save, that's it, and then you press OK. Once you do that, when you are here, you will have the steel column block DWG. Now you can save this in your library. And again, what if you want to place this element here? You can come to blocks from libraries, and when you do that, a library will open up here, and then you will find all the information about the columns, about the blocks here. This is the recent one that you have used. You can simply click over here, and then you can go on placing. As simple as that, as simple as that. Again, you click it here. As there are instances of this steel column, it is asking, do you want to redefine the changes or you don't want to redefine? If I say no, then it's fine. So this is one more option here. Now what if I want to have a quantity of all these blocks? So at that time, I can simply press C, and when I do that, I will get this option of count here. You can select all the quantities that appear here, and then you press enter. When you press enter, you can select the command of create table, and then you insert it here. Once you do that, what has happened, AutoCAD has created a table for those blocks, and here is the information. And in my last session, I have covered how to change the properties of the table. You can follow that video and you can work around here. So that's it for today, learners. I hope this video was useful to you. Let us rise and shine together. Thank you so much.